Well, hey everybody, this is John, lead pastor at Christ Church Albany, and I want to welcome you to our new command center of Christ Church Albany. And I want to let you know about a really exciting development that's beginning this Sunday at Christ Church Albany. If you've been following us since the beginning of COVID, we've been doing online services every single Sunday, and they've all been pre-recorded. And so it's been very low technology. It's been myself and my cell phone in my living room, and Jenna and Steven in their backyards with cell phones. And even over the last couple weeks, we've been recording the band in this room, but it's still been with just cell phones. And so it's been that level of technology, which has been fine. But we've been wanting to upgrade so that we can do it live and so that we can do it in eventually a higher level of quality. And so because of some of your amazing generosity, we were able to purchase this new equipment a few weeks ago, and we've been working and teams have been working trying to get all the bugs out. And this Sunday, we're going to attempt to record our service live for the very first time. And we're very excited for it for a couple reasons. One, it's going to give us a chance to have all of our volunteers together in the same place. And there's a lot of camaraderie that happens when you serve together, and we believe all the parts of the service go together. And so the host and the band and the preaching and the text and we're all working together for the same goal. So when we can be together, there's a really neat camaraderie. And so we're excited to be able to have that when we record live. We're also excited that we're going to be able to do it, produce these services in a more efficient way. Even though we were doing it with low technology, it was still fairly time consuming to put all the different pieces for Sunday morning together. And so now we're going to be able to do it not over days and days and hours of work getting it all together, but we're going to be able to do it in one shot. And so we're pretty excited about that. We're also excited because we knew this was a skill we were going to have to learn at some point. As one of my friends says, we are now in a phygital world when it comes to church. And so we will continue, we think, to have some sort of physical spaces, even when we're not meeting in them. And someday we will meet again. But we will also always have digital spaces. So we will have classes and courses and Sunday services that are always on a digital format. And so we have to figure out as a church not only how to do good live events, but we have to figure out how to do good digital events. And so this is a skill we're going to have to learn. But a couple other important things I want to let you know. One, this is not a return to live services. At this point, we are recording live every other week, and we'll be doing it in front of a very small audience, mainly the folks that are in the service and their spouses, partners, families. And there's a couple reasons for that. One, our restrictions in this building are still pretty high. We have a cap of 44 people that we can fit in this room responsibly with social distancing. We've been told that we need to keep our services fairly short as far as how long people can be in the building together. So the more time you're inside together, the more risk goes up. We need to keep 12 feet of social distancing because we're going to be singing. There's more risk, and so we need to have not 6 feet but 12 feet. And we need to require masks at all times. And all these restrictions we feel like are very important, but we feel like they take away from two of the most important parts of why we come together for church. And that is we come so that we can be together. And I think some of the best parts of service happen before service and after service when you're catching up with people and talking to people. And these restrictions make that much more difficult. And we think Sunday mornings are a great chance to invite friends, and all these restrictions make it just not a fun place to invite your friends and neighbors to. So for that reason, we still think that the best place for you to get together and spend time with other people, and the best place for you to invite your friends is still to your home watching on a TV, a computer, or wherever it is that you like to watch. I know some of you are getting together and doing watch parties. Some of you are just having one or two other people get together. Some of you, maybe you can put it up on YouTube later on in the week and you can show other people in your break room, but we still feel like those are the best opportunities for us to really get the main purpose of why we're doing church. And then someday when those restrictions lift, then we will be able to have more people in the room, and that will be great. We also are only doing it every other week. Partly that's because getting volunteers to do this is going to be a little bit difficult, and we don't want to be in the place where we are forcing any volunteers to have to serve every single week. We've had a blessing, we think, with COVID, that a lot of the time and energy that we have been putting towards Sunday mornings for the last 7 years, we were able to free up. And so that things we've been doing, like our Alpha class, our Emotionally Healthy Spirituality class, and just the way that some of you have been able to more love on your neighbors, love on your families, just have more time where you're not just like bombarded with church activity, we think that's really good. And so we don't want to get into a pattern where we're starting to take up too much bandwidth, and we definitely don't want to burn out any volunteers. And so that's why we're doing it every other week. And on the other weeks, we'll still have a service every single Sunday. And so for you tuning in on Sunday mornings at 10:10, you'll still see a chat, worship, sermon every single Sunday. Some Sundays it'll be pre-recorded, some it'll be live. A couple of the things that you should know as we make this transition. On the weeks where things are pre-recorded, the service will still be up on YouTube beginning Saturday morning. So if you want to do, I know some of you have been doing watch parties on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, early Sunday morning before service starts, you're still going to be able to do that every other week. But for the weeks that we're filming live, you're only going to be able to watch Sunday mornings at 10:10, and then afterwards it'll be on YouTube, and you can watch whenever you want. And so if you're planning a watch party or just planning to watch church in general, then probably best case you either have to do the math and figure out is it a live week or an off live week, and we'll find a way to post that schedule. Or you might want to start planning your watch party to be either right at Sunday at 10:10, or plan it Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, Monday night, Wednesday night, Saturday morning, watching the previous week's service, whatever it might be, is probably the best way forward for you to really enjoy those watch parties. Last thing, like I said, to be able to pull this off, we need a whole kind of new crop of volunteers. So we need camera men and women for the first time. We need people who know how to work video mixers and plug different things together, and mixing audio is a different world now, and all things that I don't understand, but luckily there's other people in our world who do understand. And so thankful for the volunteers that have helped us get it all together so far. Thankful for our first batch of volunteers that'll make these first couple services come together. But if this is something that it's a skill that you want to learn or something that you have expertise in, we would love to get help with that. But again, as we figure out how to record live services, we do everything as a church, our mission doesn't change. Church is not about a building. It's not about equipment. It's not about even a Sunday morning service. It's about a group of people. And so the reason why we're recording live, the reason why we'll have pre-recorded services, and the reason why we have digital small groups and physical small groups and digital classes and physical classes, and the way in which we're providing other tools to you is because we just want to do whatever we can to help you and to help everybody love Jesus, each other, and the world. And we're excited to do that, and we hope that we see just a huge change in our city because of the way in which your lives are changing, and we hope that this is a help. One last thing. This Sunday, I'm sure probably the next couple Sundays, this is our first time doing this, and so we hope it's going to be really good. What the band has been preparing, what I have prepared as far as the sermon, or what Jess and the hosting crew, it's going to be some really fun content, but there's a lot of logistics that, like, we're just doing this for the first time. So if something seems a little bit weird, or something doesn't sound quite right, or something doesn't look quite right, give us grace. I know you will. And each week, I think when you watch, you'll see that we're getting a little bit better and learning how to use all these new fancy buttons and lights that we have. So we love you guys, and we will see you this Sunday live.